and you team with Billy Gunn to defeat the new Midnight Express again. They were holding the NWA World Tag Team titles, but they weren't the same tag titles you grew up watching, right?
Oh, different.
A little different. Was it a big deal to be the WWF Tag Team Champions and working with the NWA Tag Team Champions? Because, I mean, you look at that on paper, it sounds like a big deal.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And I'll tell
Just
you
'cause of
why,
the
because
time.
it was the wrong time to be doing something like that. And it wasn't fair to the wrestling traditionalists of the Heavenly Midnight Express bodies or whatever, whoever they were at the time. But you know what I'm saying? So it was just like it wasn't fair. And I don't mean that any cocky way. I just mean we were hot and in charge and they were doing an act taken from 20 years prior. You know what I mean?
Different time,
it was
different era.
It was totally, and so it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna win the NWA belts. You know what I mean? Like we didn't think, like, what if they put those titles on us too?
Right.
I don't know.
Here's what it says. It says they did acknowledge Billy and Bart's former incarnation as wrestling brothers. Match was fairly solid athletically, but the fans didn't care. Only pop was when Billy told Bart to suck it. Later, Holly knocked down Billy and told him not only to suck it, but also said F you, but nobody reacted to that. Outlaws worked as the faces, and the Jams took punishment and hot tagged Billy.
Yeah, imagine that.
Who even in his new incarnation as a star, still hasn't learned to throw a decent looking punch. Jim Cornette hit Billy with one of the NWA tag belts. But, of course, Billy kicked out. As everyone knows, a secondary tag title belt can't knock anyone out. That's hilarious. Cornette ran in to do the same. Cornette ran in to do the same spot a second time, but Billy got up, and China, as Cornette stalled, came from behind and gave Cornette a low blow.
Oh.
Both Outlaws then gave Bob Holly a double hot shot, and Billy pinned him. 1.5 stars here.
Moving on up. I think last one was 1 1/3.
How great, by the way, is Corny getting a low blow from China?
Oh, well, I mean, just you could have stopped at how great is corny. You know what I mean? Like it's I mean, you watch some of that old stuff with Cornette, and he's too good. You know what I mean? His that came out wrong. His mouth is too good. You know what I meant.